Very good afternoon students, welcome back to online session. Today I am going to start unit 2, that is water chemistry and corrosion. Before going to see water chemistry and corrosion, let us see what are the main sources of water. Everyone we know what are the main sources of water, from where we are getting the water. One is the rain water, lake water, pond water and the sea water. So here all these are the sources of water. Sources are rain water, pond water, lake water and sea water. So here these are the various sources of water, but among all these sources, rain water is highly purified water. But when it is reaches to the earth, it is mixed up with all the contaminants in the environment, all the impure gases in the environment, and it is converted to the impure water. But compared to the rainwater, these three are the salt waters are the impure waters. So here the rainwater is highly purified water and remaining three sources of water are the salt water. And one more, in the earth crust, the earth is covered with 78% of water. Out of 78%, in this 98% of water is available in the salt and remaining only 2% is existing in the pure form. Yes, so in the earth crust 78% of the earth is covered with the water. In 78%, the 98% is the salt water and 2% only the pure water. Yes, that means we are converting all the impure water into pure water by using the purification techniques. So let us see what are the purification techniques in the next classes of water chemistry. So now we know what are the sources of water. Yes. So now we heard about the two types of water, one is the impure water and the pure water. But in our chemistry language, we are having the two types of water, one is the soft water and another one is the hard water. So now let us see the classification of water. Classification of water. Water is classifying into two types based on the reaction with soap. Based on the reaction with soap, water is classifying into two types. One is called soft water and another one is called the hard water. So on which basis water is classifying into two types? Based on the reaction with soap. One is called soft water and another one is called hard water. So let us see what is mean by the soft water and the hard water. Soft water is nothing but the water which gives more lather with soap. So even you can observe in the home, when you mix soap in the drinking water, it is giving more lather with soap, more foam with soap. That is called the soft water. Water which gives more lather with soap is called the soft water. Hard water means water which gives less lather or no lather with soap. Yes, you can observe by mixing soap in the borewell water. When you mix soap in the borewell water, you can observe that it is not giving more lather, and one more, a white, the powder is settled down at the bottom of the container. That powder is called the precipitate. Yes. So what is soft water here? Soft water means the water which gives more lather with soap. Hard water means the water which gives less lather with soap or no lather with soap. Instead of giving lather, it is giving the white precipitate. I said you now the powder, that powder is the precipitate here. Instead of forming lather, it is forming the precipitate inside the water, that is called the hard water. So why the soft water is giving more lather with soap, but why the hard water is giving less or no lather with soap? Because the soft water is not having any impurities, it is not having any hardness causing agents, but whereas the hard water is having some hardness causing agents. Due to the presence of hardness causing agents, the hard water is giving less or no lather with soap. So, let us see what are the hardness causing agents in the hard water. Hard water is containing calcium plus 2, magnesium plus 2 containing salts. Along with that, it is also containing sodium chloride, sodium fluoride. Along with the sodium chloride and sodium fluoride, it is also containing some minerals. So, these are the hardness causing agents in the hard water. So, due to the presence of these salts, hard water is giving less or no lather with soap. I said you now, in hard water, hardness causing agents are calcium plus 2 and magnesium plus 2 containing salts. Those salts are calcium plus 2 and magnesium plus 2 in the form of bicarbonates, chlorides, sulfates and nitrates. These are the hardness causing agents in the hard water. That means calcium bicarbonate, magnesium bicarbonate, calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, calcium sulfate, magnesium sulfate, calcium nitrate and magnesium nitrate. So, totally it is containing 8 hardness causing agents. These two are more responsible for the hardness of hard water, and these are existing in the hard water in the minute. Yes, but calcium plus 2 and magnesium plus 2, these are existing in the hard water and these are more responsible for hardness of hard water. Yes, so example of soft water is, we can give the example rainwater. Along with the rainwater, drinking water, not mineral water, drinking water is the example of soft water. But hard water example, borewell water, drainage water, these are the examples of the hard water. And here all these are the examples of hard water, that is pond water, lake water and sea water, these are the examples of hard water. Yes. So, simply what is soft water? The water which gives more lather with soap due to the lack of impurities. Hard water means the water which gives less lather or no lather with soap due to the presence of hardness causing agents. Yes. So, now let us see the reaction with soap. I said you soap molecular formula is sodium stearate. Soap is containing sodium stearate. The formula of sodium stearate is C17H35COONa. But we know that when we are mixing soap to the soft water, it is giving more lather with soap. The entire soap is converts to the lather. But when we are mixing soap to the hard water, instead of giving lather, it is giving the precipitate. So, let us see the reaction for the precipitate formation. So, when the soap is mixing to the hard water, what is the formula of soap? Sodium stearate, that is C17H35COONa. So, we can write here C17H35COONa, and here the hard water. Hard water is mainly containing calcium plus 2 and magnesium plus 2 ions. Here anions are not participating in the reaction, only cations are participating in the reaction in the precipitate formation. Here anions are not participating. So, these are the anions: bicarbonate, chloride, sulfates and nitrates, these are the anions. But whereas calcium plus 2 and magnesium plus 2, these are the cations. So, here I am mentioning here only the cations, because only cations are participating in the reaction. So, here 2 moles of soap is participating because Na is having +1 charge. It is having +1 charge, but whereas the calcium and magnesium is having the +2 charge. We know that For example, let us take HCl plus NaOH. See here, H plus Na plus. Yes, H plus Na plus. H plus can replace with Na plus. But instead of this, if you are having Na2SO4, here we are having 2 Na plus but only 1 H plus. So here 2 Na plus can be replacing with 2 H plus. Plus 2 can replace with plus 2, plus 1 can replace with plus 1. So it is reacting 2 moles. So 2 Na plus are replacing with 2 H. So we will get here H2SO4 and here we will get 2 NaCl. Yes. So this is the cation exchange reaction. Same in the precipitate formation also. In this also, it is having 2 Na plus. 2 Na plus can replace with 1 Ca plus 2, 1 Mg plus 2. So we can write here C17 H35 COO taken twice Ca or C17 H35 COO taken twice magnesium. Yes. So along with that, these 2 Na plus in the place of Ca plus 2, 2 Na plus ions are releasing in the water sample. Yes. So this is the precipitate formation. This calcium stearate and magnesium stearate are in the form of precipitate. It is in the form of precipitate. Yes. So this is the precipitate formation reaction of the hard water. So now let us see hardness. Hardness is nothing but it is the property of hard water or it is a characteristic of hard water. Hardness. So what is mean by the hardness? Hardness is nothing but it is the characteristic of hard water or it is the property of hard water. But what is the characteristic of hard water? Hard water characteristic is giving less lather or no lather with soap. Yes, that is the characteristic of hard water. So here hardness is nothing but it is the property of hard water. It is defined as lather preventing property of hard water. Lather preventing property of hard water is called hardness. This hardness is classifying into 2 types. One is called temporary hardness and another one is called permanent hardness. So there are 2 types of hardness. One is called temporary hardness and another one is called permanent hardness. So in the name only we have temporary and permanent. What is temporary hardness? The hardness which is temporary. Temporary hardness can be defined as the hardness which can be removed by the boiling method. So when we boil the water, the hard water, immediately the hardness is removing. That is the temporary hardness. So the hardness which is removing by the boiling method is called the temporary hardness. In temporary hardness, calcium plus 2 and magnesium plus 2 ions are in the form of bicarbonates. We know that all these 8 salts are present in the hard water. But in temporary hardness, calcium plus 2 and magnesium plus 2 are in the form of bicarbonates. So in permanent hardness, calcium plus 2 and magnesium plus 2 are in the form of chlorides, sulfates and nitrates. Yes. So what is temporary hardness? The hardness which can be removed by the boiling method. In temporary hardness, calcium plus 2 and magnesium plus 2 are in the form of bicarbonates. But permanent hardness means the hardness which cannot remove by the boiling method. But how can we remove the permanent hardness? It can be removed by the chemical treatment. That means by using some chemical techniques, by adding some chemicals, we can remove the permanent hardness. In permanent hardness, calcium plus 2 and magnesium plus 2 are in the form of chlorides, sulfates and nitrates. The chemical methods to remove the permanent hardness is lime soda process, zeolite process, ion exchange method and the reverse osmosis process. Again I am repeating, lime soda process, zeolite process, ion exchange method and the reverse osmosis method. These methods are also called as the purification techniques. By using these purification techniques, we can convert hard water to soft water. In our syllabus, we are having the ion exchange method and the reverse osmosis process. But I said you now, temporary hardness can be removing by the boiling method. Yes. So, let us boil the temporary hardness of hard water. When we boil temporary hardness, it is decomposing. Due to decomposing only it is removing. But in temporary hardness, I said you now, calcium plus 2 and magnesium plus 2 in the form of bicarbonates. So, I am giving the reaction for temporary hardness. In temporary hardness, calcium bicarbonate, bicarbonate is HCO3, magnesium bicarbonates are present. On boiling, boiling symbol is delta. So, on boiling, these are decomposing and breaking. So, when calcium bicarbonate is decomposing, it is giving calcium carbonate and along with the water molecule. But when magnesium bicarbonate is boiling or magnesium bicarbonate is decomposing, instead of giving the carbonates, it is giving the hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide, MgOH taken 2 plus carbon dioxide plus water molecule. Yes. So, these are the reactions for temporary hardness, but there are no reaction for the permanent hardness. In permanent hardness, there is no decomposition of calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, calcium sulfate, magnesium sulfate, calcium nitrate, magnesium nitrate. Yes. So, these are the hardness causing agents in the permanent hardness. Thank you so much.